PlaqueBoyMax says streaming is harder than your 9 to 5. Check out the clip.
I'm saying, being like a streamer or any face on the internet is harder than a 9 to 5 in certain ways because it fuck you up mentally. Now, waking up every day and go to a job and lifting boxes, like depending on what you're doing, that's just tough too. That shit is hard. That shit is very hard. That shit is very hard. It's very hard. Like, you feel me? Especially when you're doing a job you don't enjoy doing. That shit is tough. That shit will fuck with your mental. You might want to, you feel me? You might be tired of it. You might be unhappy. But being a face, like being a top streamer, is difficult because of all the shit you go through in terms of like living life. I promise. I'm telling you, gang. You are literally seeing thousands of niggas give their thoughts on you every second. That's not supposed to be. Like, no human brain normally should be able to tolerate that. Just keep it a buck. It's not true. You feel me? Facts.
So for real, I don't want to give a straight answer yet. But if you really look at it, when you, say example, you're now a streamer, okay, you're online, hey guys, you do your little goofy stuff, and then you now, what do you do when you get off of work? What do you do to relax?
Streaming? Or are you just meaning?
No, say you go to Walmart, you work now, what do you do after that? To, chill out?
Jerking off.
You're probably gonna scroll through your feed. A streamer, if they now scroll through their feed, they're now seeing themselves left, and right. I do believe that mentally, streaming is probably harder than 9 to 5 mentally alone. If you don't enjoy your 9 to 5, then cool. But my thing is, at the end of the day, it's not a simple word of it harder or it is not harder. I feel like it's more complex than that. Some people enjoy certain things more, some people enjoy other things less. There's no, I wouldn't put it as definitive answer, this is harder. But I would say, I do think streaming and things of that nature would be in all-encompassing harder than a 9 to 5.
I don't agree with that at all. I definitely don't agree with that because technically, you know, I'm a little niche micro celebrity, 8,000 subs, and this is boring. Not boring, but this is just easy compared to my actual 9 to 5 that I do.
Why is it easier though?
It's easier because guess what you do all day, right? Guess in this, we'll say in this hour, 2 hour span of watching something, reacting to a clip or whatever, or even doing a different idea entirely. What I do not have to do any type of work. I gotta look for what's trending today, or if I want to let me think of an idea that's a little bit more out there. Okay, that's fine, a little bit more work. But not only that, I'm with people who are also, I wouldn't say like-minded, but have ideas that would make this not seem like a job. So even the fact that you're saying it's mentally straining, how? You, specifically PlaqueBoyMax, are in a content
PlaqueBoyMax.
PlaqueBoyMax, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's in a house full of other creators that are similar to him, that are his friends, that know him, you know what I'm saying? So to me, in my mind, it's not hard mentally or physically. You literally, you know what I mean? Not as hard as like a regular 9 to 5, but that's just how I've always seen stuff like that. Even when they say, I just feel so burnt out or strained and this and that, I'm like, I've definitely felt that way too, and I don't get paid to do that, you know what I mean? So I definitely would take all that stuff. If I was in a situation, I would not even speak on this. I would just cherish that I even get to live in this freaking big house, like, and I get all these people. Man, I gotta let me put on that PlaqueBoyMax stream today. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested to hear this dude's now because
I'm interested in mine.
Because I already heard Isaac's and his was definitely interesting. I would not expect it. I was not thinking that you would say that.
Really? What did y'all say? Like,
I thought you would kind of be more towards the middle for some reason.
I can't keep talking, but I want you to go first.
Yeah, we hear
me, I like when stuff is very clear and concise. I feel like what are we saying is harder between the two. You know what I mean? Because if it comes to life in general.
No, we're talking about.
You know what I mean?
If
you're just saying,
we're talking about the overarching concept.
But him.
But what I'm saying is, there's if you look at it in different aspects, one is.
I know. Okay, so I'm putting
saying,
all of them together.
But he's just saying there's not a specific.
Because no, he's trying to break it down, saying, "Oh, but well, this part." No, we're not talking about each part.
He mentioned
of course,
the part, though.
No, of course, each part is going to be separate harder. Maybe the actual act of waking up in the morning and hopping on a stream is easier than driving to a job, but maybe the cool down of mentally being exhausted from now doing that versus coming off of work is, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously you can separate it.
Nobody's breaking it down that far.
Okay.
But if you allow me to speak, as I allowed you to speak, I would get to what I'm saying, right? Which is just, in general, with the whole streaming, I feel like it's definitely harder in the sense that if it wasn't, everybody be doing it. A 9-to-5 is easier in the sense that you go somewhere, you work for somebody, and you listen to what they tell you to do, and you do what they tell you to do. You know what I'm saying? With streaming, it's you. You have to now come up with, what you're gonna do, come up with this, and that stuff isn't as easy. It's not easy to be a creator. You know what I mean? That's the aspect that I'm talking about. That's what I would say is harder about streaming. Not anybody could just hop on a stream and start being a streamer. You can't. You know what I mean? And also from what you were saying, what he was saying was he's talking about top streamers. Cause you're saying, I get on here and I chill, He's saying top streamers. When you're already there and you have that momentum and you have that attention, you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's way more eyes on you. So we could drop a video that's trash one day and a video that's decent this day and it has no effect. Okay. If you're top and you do something trash, you haven't seen the true backlash of that yet. You know what I'm saying? You haven't seen your face plastered, and that's what he's saying. Like, he's speaking more of like the effect it has on you as a person. You know what I mean? I see. And I can understand that because, if you're going to work at 9 to 5, if we're talking from a mental state, you know what I mean? Yeah,
clock out, it's over.
You could definitely be mentally messed up, but that's saying when it comes to mental, if you're talking about money, you know what I'm saying? That is completely different. Now, you get what I'm saying? But if we just go off of mental, because money will make you happy. Yeah. Personally, I think more people than he think would want to choose that struggle, you know what I mean, that he's speaking on. But I'm not denying that it's there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But I think he don't understand how many people would actually rather deal with that than go work a 9 to 5. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Alright. I can't get behind it, but I can understand like both of you guys' points. Because to me in my head, I'm like, you're saying the top, like, he made it. I feel like most ideas like that I produce, somebody's gonna, like, a majority of my fan base will, I love this, like, I like this, like, I'm PlaqueBoyMax, I make a random video, I don't feel like putting in lots of efforts, people like, this is good, this is amazing, but I can understand, okay, I'm feeling burnt out, I can't come up with a creative idea.
I wouldn't agree with that statement. I think I've seen he puts a lot of work into every one of his videos, to some extent at least, more than we can even, tell or see, but I agree with you saying.
And not in that, in general, people are just different. That's why I'm speaking from a broad aspect of most people. Because me personally, I can definitely do it without a problem, because I don't care what nobody say. I could care less about them comments. If I'm good in life, you know what I mean? I'm living a life that I want to live. Why the F do I care what they gotta say? Because I know at the end of the day, they can't do what I do. Mm-hmm. All they could do is try to talk to me and hope that I give them attention. That's it. Okay. Like, that's you hoping for my attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? Like, so that's me personally though, but I'm not gonna speak from that perspective because that's me. If I speak from an in general sense, I would say streaming is harder, like, on most people. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm speaking from me, of course I would say streaming is easier than not. What the heck? Yeah, I love to do it. Yeah. If I'm successful.
100%. Yeah, like, I fully agree. I believe, like, for me, I know streaming would be easier than 9 to 5 because I don't think I would be enjoying the 9 to 5, whatever that might be. I'd be enjoying making YouTube videos, being creative, making music, whatever it might be, streaming. I'd enjoy that way more. You already know I hate going to school. Every time y'all try to get me to go to class, I'm not going to class. You told me to come record a video, I'm here to record a video. Maybe not on time, but I'm here to record a video. You got what I'm saying? So it's just, it goes person to person at the end of the day. You got to know who you are and what you like and what you're able to also handle.
I guess maybe too it might be a saying and not doing. Like, I guess let's say that we're all put in that position and we're saying like, oh yeah, we can all handle it, and then we can't. But I don't, that's just also something I think about.
Yeah, that's our perspective at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If we get there, maybe we start breaking down. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Even on our lower scale, we've had our share of negative comments, and
But
I've seen them mess with you a little bit.
I wouldn't say it
I've
messes
seen them mess with
me.
me for sure.
I've never given a F about anything that they said so far. You know what I mean? And maybe they haven't pushing up, but I mean, if y'all know me as a person, y'all know in general, when does anybody really get to me ever? You know what I mean? That's why I personally feel like, speaking for myself, I know I'm gonna be good. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say that messes with me. I would say it definitely makes me a little bit more aware of stuff like that. We don't even really get comments, but the ones we see, like I see, I'm like, one, usually it's not about me, and two, it's about me. I usually think it's funny. I don't know, like I was like the huzz, and somebody's like, "You are not a TikTok comment." That was funny. But I was gonna say we get so few, and if they're bad, that's fine. But I'm saying now, let's put it on a bigger scale. Let's see, we get like 1 or 2. He gets 1 or 2,000.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm like, now I can see like, okay.
And that's what I'm saying. And by saying that, you're leaning more towards what we're kind of saying, in the sense of like, I can see on his scale why he's saying what he's saying.
It's like I disagree, but I feel like in my mind I can understand why he said it, but I can still in my mind I'm just like, I don't agree with that, because it's like.
And if you now have 1,000 people telling you that you have low IQ and you're dumb, next time something that happens, you might now be internally thinking, oh dang, maybe I am. Like maybe you now drop something in your day-to-day life. Now, dang, maybe I am. Maybe they're right. You know what I'm saying?
No, in my mind I'll think about it for a second, and then I'm like it's just like you said, like your day-to-day life. Nobody on here is seeing my day-to-day life like that. You know what I mean? They could, you know what I mean? So I'm like, it's just you see what you're seeing or what we're choosing to show you on the camera.
For sure.
Yeah, and you just take it how you took it. And to me, I'm like, I don't want this one comment or 1,000 to judge me, because I have, let's say, 1,000 bad ones. I've got, let's say, 9,000 other good ones, or these likes are really good and stuff like that. So I'm like, clearly, the good.
And that is where streaming is a little different in a sense, because a lot of times streaming is live. So it's like
streaming is always live.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying like compared to going to watch an old stream, stream. But I'm saying in general, like, yeah, you're gonna try to show them what you want to show them, but at the end of the day, you're live and stuff happens. Yeah. Like when somebody has a freaking rat run across their room or something, it's like, dang, and then now you got people doing this, or somebody, you got roaches that run around, and then somebody like, yo, got roaches. Now you gotta deal with that. You know what I mean? And you get what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. And like I get what you're saying. You know what I mean? Like,
but hey, let us know down below what y'all thought about the video. Is it harder to work a 9-to-5 versus streaming on Twitch, YouTube, whatever it might be? Let us know your thoughts down below. Let us know what else we should react to. Let us know if you enjoyed the video. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. Peace out.